Alright, let's just do a little bit of a throwback right now. Do you guys remember how heartbroken and upset Alissa Violet was because Jake Paul was basically cheating on her with multiple women all the time? But then she seemed like she was so in love with Faze Banks because he was like a very nice guy, he was loyal, blah 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 blah, right? Well guys, apparently Alissa Violet is exposing Faze Banks for doing basically the exact same thing as Jake Paul. This video is uploaded by the 423, so make sure you guys subscribe to the master link down below. But yeah, let's just check this out.
A lot of people were criticizing Alissa for tweeting things like "Single Violet thrives," while Banks was writing more emotional messages, tweeting, "This shit's about as hard to deal with as it gets," which prompted a pretty vague explanation on her part. She wrote, "Everyone handles breakups differently. You guys don't know what happened behind closed doors, and I'm doing the best I can to handle everything. I'm still very hurt and upset how this happened. I will always love and care for Ricky." Which definitely alludes to some foul play, but that's really all.
So yeah, right now, you know, obviously the tweets back in July or whatever, it seemed like Faze Banks was really emotional about everything, and Alissa Violet was more laid back, and she was like doing her own thing or whatever. But that's because I guess we didn't know the full story. See, that's why when you see influencers dating people, or you know they're in a relationship and you break up, you shouldn't just jump to conclusions and right away and shit like that, because you don't know what the fuck is going on, dude. You don't know what has actually happened, you know?
All we got surrounding reasons behind their split. That is until late Sunday night when Alissa decided to go all out in spilling what really went down. Someone tweeted, "How did you find out you were being cheated on?" And Alissa retweeted it, writing, "I was asleep upstairs with our dogs and he wasn't next to me. So I checked our guest house and caught him naked in bed with a random girl."
Wow. After everything Alissa Violet went through with Jake Paul, how could you do that? Now, I'm not saying that this is 100% the truth or anything, but I mean, this definitely doesn't seem like something Alissa Violet would lie about. I just don't see why she would lie about something like this, you know, which literally just blows my mind. Like, why would you do that after everything she went through, everything she told the internet, she told you, blah 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 blah, how Jake Paul is cheating on her, and you just act like the good guy and then go do it right back? Like, that's just hard, bro.
And
that's
then she
harsh.
went on to correct that, saying she meant the guest wing of their house. He didn't tag Alissa, but less than 30 minutes later, Banks tweeted, "I love you," which a lot of people took as his reply to her tweets. And it looks like she did too, because a little while later, she ended up replying directly to Banks, just in case people didn't know who she was referring to before. First, she replied with a screenshot of their text conversation, where Banks' contact name is Scumbag, and it starts with Alissa writing, "Goodbye." Banks says, "Dude, why? I love you. What the hell, Liz? This ain't cool." She replied, "I love you. Did you love me when you were hooking up with a random whore in our home? Did you love me when you Snapchatted that girl in Vegas to come F you when I was at dinner with you?" Banks replied, writing, "Dude, WTF is this? I always kept my promises." And Alissa said, "Did you love me when I was in Orlando for my cousin's wedding and you hooked up with a girl in our bed?"
That's just fucking hard. That is hard. So it's not even like he just cheated one time or anything like that. Like, I guess it was multiple times. Like, that's just harsh, you know? That is... I feel so bad. I feel like now Alissa Violet will never want to date anybody again, or I bet you she's at the point in her life where she'll never, ever trust another guy ever again. I mean, let's get real. After getting cheated on by multiple boyfriends, how could you even trust somebody again after that?
Alissa uploaded a vlog on May 25th when she attended her cousin's wedding in Orlando, and less than a month later, fans noticed that Alissa unfollowed Banks on social media. This just so happened to go down after he admitted to hooking up with Tana Mojo when he was on the No Jumper podcast. So at the time, fans assumed that caused them to break up, which they cleared up on June 26th, with Alissa saying it was just terrible timing for a fight. This is just speculation, but that quote-unquote fight could have been caused by Alissa finding out about the incident from when she was in Orlando, with their actual breakup happening only a week later when she discovered Banks in bed with another girl. But with all this new information, it seems like he was a habitual cheater, so there are multiple breakups over the course of their relationship, where they would block and unfollow one another for a little while, could have been caused by any number of things. Banks ended up replying to Alissa on Twitter saying, "I couldn't take care of them. I want them to have a good life. Why are we doing this online?" Once again, not addressing anything about him cheating, but only referring to why he couldn't take care of their dogs. Throughout the text screenshot and in this tweet, he didn't even try to deny any infidelity.
Yeah, you can tell Faze Banks isn't really denying anything. I mean, even when Alissa Violet sent him the text messages saying like, "Did you love me when you were hooking up with this girl in our bed?" Like, there wasn't one time where Faze Banks was like, "I didn't do that. Like, what are you talking about?" He just said something about like, "I kept my promise" or something like that. I don't know, but wow, like I feel really bad, dude. I mean, this is hard, dude.
So it's pretty simple to assume that Alissa is telling the truth here. And she just kept going, not paying any mind to what
Did you love me when you texted that girl that you were on your way to her hotel room at 6 a.m. to get weird while I was sleeping next to you?
Tweeting, did you love me when you texted that girl that you were on your way to her hotel room at 6 a.m. to get weird while I was sleeping next to you? Did you love me when you said you were at Highlight Room, but I had your location and you were at a random apartment complex for 2 hours? Did you love me when you broke 8 of my phones? And she actually has tweeted before about always having to replace her phones. On May 31st, she wrote, "I'm so sick of having to get a new phone every month. I literally take the cutest pictures and end up losing them forever." And you can read that last sentence for yourself because it's not really relevant here. But this isn't the first time she's brought up constantly having to replace her phone.
So basically she's saying that maybe when her and Banks would fight, like he would just smash her phones or something.
She went on tweeting more.
I mean, I think he might have got that from Rice Gum though. Okay, I'm joking.
Adding, "Did you love me when you smashed in the back of Chantel's window of her car that she gave me? Did you love me when you effed all the girls I was worried about while we were dating after the breakup?" She also tweeted a fan before quickly deleting it, saying, "Would you like the video of me walking in on him?"
Oh my god, she has a video of her walking in?
In regards to the cheat
on Faze Banks with another girl?
she mentioned back in her first tweet, but it seems like she's just not trying to go there anymore.
Shit.
And that's where things ended for now. This is all pretty crazy.
Oh my god.
I don't know what prompted Alissa to finally come clean with what happened during their relationship.
Yo. Anyways, guys, I think that's it. We're just gonna wrap it up there. Like I said, if you guys want to subscribe to that T channel, link down below. They're pretty small, but clearly they make good videos. So go show them love and support over there. But yeah, this is sad. Like, it's actually heartbreaking, to be honest. Because I feel really bad. I mean, Alissa Violet has been in and out of relationships where people are just breaking her heart and cheating on her. And I don't think that's fair. I mean, Alissa Violet, she seemed like she was so in love with Banks too. Like I remember watching some of the vlogs, and then I used to watch the vlogs of her and Jake Paul together. So when her and Jake Paul were making vlogs together, you could kind of tell Alissa Violet wasn't really herself. Like, she seemed more timid, more shy, like she didn't want to say certain things. Like, she just kind of seemed like that with Jake Paul. But then with Faze Banks, she seemed really outgoing, really just fucking willing to say any kind of shit. Like, she just seemed like she was enjoying her life and being herself to the fullest. So I thought she was mad in love, and I thought they had like a wonderful relationship, and I'm sure the whole internet did as well. But I mean, this just goes to show that the camera doesn't really prove anything. You don't know what's going on behind closed doors. You don't know what's going on in the relationship. And clearly Alissa just loved him very, very much. I mean, yeah, it's just kind of heartbreaking to see someone who like loves someone that much, and then you get treated not the same energy you give, you know? Yeah, you know, you should receive the same energy you give. That's what I'm trying to say. But this is just crazy to me. Like I said, I don't see why Alissa Violet would be lying about shit like this. I just don't see it. But again, you know, maybe she is. Like, we still don't know for 100% sure, like, he did cheat or whatever. You know, it is just allegations toward each other. But I just don't see why Alissa would lie about this at all. I just don't see it. I really don't. She seemed like she was mad in love, and yeah, it just sucks, man. I really hope Alissa Violet one day can like find someone who treats her like a princess, because I feel like she deserves it. She really does. But yeah, that is it. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys subscribe to me. Post videos every single day. Peace.